So here we're gonna have to kill the Immortal if we want to become the Immortal Clan. The Immortal's at 20. We can only lose 8 more people. Good morning, Immortals, and welcome to a breakdown of the clan, Shadow War, and Warband systems within the game. We're going to kind of start with the lowest level of the organization within the game after parties. Everyone understands parties. It's 4 players. You get a bonus to experience and loots. And then your Warband is 8 players, right, with a stash where you can put legendary drops that you get and you can share and you can borrow them one at a time. Now, you can't dismantle these in town or try to take the enchantments off them, right, the legendaries, because you're just borrowing it for the item itself, and if it's better than what you have, you can then wear it. Obviously, it's going to have, you know, certain affixes and random rolls and whatnot, and a lot of those come from raiding, but playing with your warband gives you a bonus to your experience for the members of your warband, right? So you're going to get extra magic find right here, and you're going to challenge the raids, and you're going to go up in the world doing things together, and the more players you have, the more magic find you have, and the more chances of getting legendary warband drops in addition to other drops. So after the warband system of 8, you should theoretically have about 12 of these within your clan, because your clan is going to have 100 members, right? So if you think about this as an army, we've got 12 squads of 8, all leading into one clan of 100. Now, these clans, right, these dark clans that have 100 players are going to be fighting in a multi-level war known as the Shadow War, which will determine the top 10 players who will then be able to go forward to participate in their Rite of Exile and become the Immortal Clans. And being the Immortals is what you want. You're going to have access to the Immortal shop. You're going to get to drop in on Shadow Vault raids and fight players. And I'm going to go ahead and dive over here and really showcase what these events and activities are going to look like. So I'll go practice these really fast just so you guys understand. Let's go ahead and navigate to the entrance to the Shadow War, and we'll walk down there. And as we're doing that, I'm going to just very quickly go over the rules and showcase and really, help understand how this works, because all of the Shadow Clans, not just the top 10, will be warring with each other. They're going to register for that Shadow War, and they're going to be fighting in preliminary and actual rounds of clan versus clan warfare. Now, I'm going to pull up the rules really fast. So here we have the Shadow War, which is the first thing that's going to take place. It's what's going to make up the Shadow War itself. So how this works is each Shadow Clan leader is going to register your Shadow Clan for entry into the Shadow War. So the entry is going to take place from Monday to Tuesday, or until the entry is closed, based on the number of clans that apply. So each participating Dark Clan which registers for the Shadow War is going to be given a class rating of A to C. This is going to determine who you're going to face within the Shadow War and who you're going to be fighting to decide who the top 10 clans are, who are then going to move forward to try to become the Immortal Clans. So winning is going to give your clan points, and you're going to maintain that rating, and losing is going to lower your rating. So you're always going to be essentially trying to fight, as the weeks progress, clans that are of a similar rating to you in order to become one of the top 10. Participating clans must have at least 30 members, and the leader, again, has to register in order to be able to participate, and the leader will choose the time for when that war is going to take place. Once a match has been assigned, it will be set for that time, right? So it's going to try to match you against another clan with a similar time frame as you. So they're really doing a good job putting clans together for the warring period. Now, these brackets are determined by your clan's rating and your win-loss ratio over the following weeks and the different wars that are going to be taking place. So winners of the preliminary round, which is Thursday, will compete for the first and second place. The other clans that lose in the preliminary rounds will compete for third and fourth place in the final rounds. Obviously, winning increases your class rating and losing lowers it. This will also affect the rewards that your entire clan gets in the form of shadow boxes and loot chests which are going to have a lot of great items inside. So the Shadow War will begin 6 to 9 p.m. on Thursday server time, and the final battle will take place 6 to 9 on Saturday. Again, this is chosen by your clan, what times they want to fight, and whether or not you win or lose the preliminaries, and then have to go into the next stage. The Dark Clan with the highest rank will determine the start time of the conflict, and then once the battle is ready, you have 20 minutes to prepare. So you're all going to have to be in Discord, you're going to have to be communicating, getting ready, and the clan leader will choose appropriate buffs for your clan, and hopefully you'll all be the highest shadow rank that you can be that week to increase your damage and defenses. Competition within the Shadow War does take the same form of the Challenge Immortal, which is what we're about to practice right now to showcase this, and there's going to be 3 battles happening at once. So the leader of the clan is going to be the Immortal, and there's going to be the main battle where you have to kill the opposing Dark Clan's Immortal in order to win. The 2 side battles are going to be supporting by providing buffs to clan members in the main battle. So you want to win on all 3 fronts, of course, but you especially want to win on the main front by bringing down the enemy clan's Immortal, thereby eliminating them from the competition, and your clan will win the war. Now, the top 10 rated clans at the end of the Shadow War will be able to participate in the Rite of Exile in order to attempt to become the Immortals. Rewards will be mailed to all clans. Obviously, the top rated clans of A will get the most rewards, but everyone's going to win. They're all going to participate. You're going to have chances at Legendary Crest, Aspirant's Key, and the Spoils of War, which will have miscellaneous loot like XP, gold, equipment, and other things. And so you just have a lot going on with the Shadow War. And then, of course, your clan has buffs, right? So you're trying to rank up and you're trying to get buffs here as you get higher and higher tier, and you're going to be choosing things. So here we can burn or chill the Immortal Guardians, so that'll be really helpful for fighting the clans who actually make it into the Immortal.
Madness,
right? Those who win
madness and stupidity
are going to make it into that bracket, and they're going to be able to accomplish a lot. And so they will, your clan leader will select these offered advantages to help you pursue the clan war and to push forward. Additionally, you want to pay attention to your own rank, which you're going to be improving with daily quests and pushing the path of Blood Floor, which is essentially a tiny challenge rift within the Court of Whispers. And then you're also going to be wanting to raid the vault as often as possible, and the vault gives just such immense rewards anyway. Of course you're going to want to be doing that. And then once a clan gains control of the Immortal Throne, the Immortals will be going into the vault to PvP the Shadow Clans to stop them from getting the treasure and the loot. So there's just so much going on with the conflict between Shadows and Immortals, and now we're going to go ahead and dive into some practice here and showcase what this is going to be like. Alright, the Rite of Exile is going to be the efforts of the Shadows to overthrow the Immortals, right? So this is going to be all the top 10 clans fighting. So we're going to enter this, and this is going to be the same as the Shadow War, right? And that's why you're going to want to be practicing the battlegrounds, getting your members to PvP, and it's also worth a lot of good rewards, both in the Codex and in the leaderboard challenges, and just rising through the ranks, getting keys and disenchantment dust from legendaries. So you have a lot going on here. And so this is, as you've already seen in the battlegrounds, the exact same setup, except here one player is going to be an Immortal. For this final part, we're going to be talking about the final aspect of the Shadow War, where the top 10 clans will be fighting for control of the Immortal Throne, or at some point in the future, after a clan becomes the Immortals, then they will be having to do this against the top Shadow clans. And so this is your Immortal. Your clan leader will be your Immortal, and they have access to a whole new set of abilities as we kind of practice once we became a Shadow in the trial, in the Shadow Trial. So you've got your Golden Blade. You're going to be doing immense AoE damage. You have the Spinning Blade Storm, which is a channeled ability. It's obviously going to do a ton of damage as well. Eternal Fire is going to throw 3 waves in a direction, slowing and damaging people. Howl of Terror, of course, that's going to be a giant fear. Massive cooldown there of 40 seconds. Look at all these skills that you have access to. Immortal Leap is going to jump and damage everyone, as well as a knockback. Keon's Edge, 20-second cooldown here, is going to be summoning a falling greatsword, dealing immense damage and stunning. Then after you advance further on, you're going to have control of the nearby guardians. These statues will enter the battle and fight for you. These are going to be huge, huge guardians which do immense damage. And then you can improve the power of the overall guardian. So I'm going to go ahead and dive into this. Let's take a look. Battle the Immortal is empowered by the crown. Shadows will battle against themselves to choose a new immortal. So here we go. This is the final part of the Shadow War. Work together with the other shadows to defeat the Immortal. During this stage, shadows will resurrect periodically. And if the Immortal is defeated, a chaotic final battle will begin, and shadows can no longer resurrect. So once an Immortal dies, no one can resurrect. You would be pre-forming groups at this stage on this platform and getting ready for the battle of your lives in order to become the Immortals.
It is the burden of the shadows to test the Immortals. A challenge has been issued. Should the Immortal fall, the cycle will turn again.
So here we're going to have to kill the Immortal if we want to become the Immortal Clan. They have so much power. Look how much damage it's doing. So as the battle progresses, the Immortal is going to get a lot more powers and abilities. So here it's going to be summoning statues. Just going to be very hard to beat it at this point. Hopefully the statues get dropped before they're summoned. It's very low. We're going to try to kill that really fast. Got one. The Immortal's at 20. We can only lose 8 more people.
That ability is not yet recharged.
3%. We got it. Let's go. So the shadows have overthrown the Immortals. And now the shadows must fight each other to determine who will become the next Immortal Clan. Just absolute madness on the battleground. Let's try to set up our skills here. We've got all of them. We're feeling good. We're going to be animating guardians to help us. We only have to kill 95 shadows. Whatever Shadow Clan has the most players left at the end of this win, so we're going to kite around and attempt to play this well. There will be no more respawns left at this point. The last clan standing is going to be the winner. So that is the end of our advanced Shadow War tutorial, really delving into all the aspects of the game that are, it's very complicated. It's a lot. I highly recommend you all get out here and practice, but you're going to have 4-player parties leading up to 8-player warbands, consisting of about 12 warbands into a 100-player clan as the clans fight for dominance and control within the Shadow War. You're going to have so many clans battling on Thursday through Saturday, and then the final war with the top 10 on Sunday is going to determine who the first Immortal clans are inside of Diablo Immortal. Good luck. Please like, subscribe, leave constructive criticism and compliments in the comments section on YouTube, and I'll see you all on the battlefield, in the Shadow Vaults, and the Court of Whispers.